Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to magnetise the main turret weapons of a Leman Russ battle tank. The Leman Russ battle tank has got 7 main turret weapons outside of Forge World, and these all present fantastic looking models that give you great tactical flexibility on the tabletop. However, it isn't easy with the kits to achieve the different weapon types on the one turret. You can actually achieve this to a degree and save yourself some money potentially by magnetising the turret weapons. The key place to start will be understanding how the kit comes together. And as you can see in front of you here are 3 turrets. On the left is taken from the main standard kit, and on the right is the Demolisher Leman Russ kit. As we examine each of the turrets, it is obvious they're actually fundamentally quite different. Key piece to note on the standard kit is this use of a front shield here. Also notice the width here, it's a little bit shorter, or not as wide, compared to the Demolisher kit, which is much wider. And obviously the way the front shield works is fundamentally different. So just to set expectations straight from the start, you cannot mix between the weapons from the Demolisher kit to the main kit and vice versa, because the actual layout is so different. At least in my method, I'm sure someone else has achieved it differently. But let's have a look firstly at the main kit, or the standard kit, of 4 weapons. Now you're probably going to ask me, hey, Jeff, why have you got, Guardsman Ham is my name, why have you got 2 separate ones here? And the reason why I can't achieve putting all of these in the same one is because of this front shield here. When I reveal the Eradicator Nova Cannon, I basically pull off this front shield, you can see I've put in place a 1mm magnet here and a 1mm magnet here, both taken from Amazon. The key piece that assists the Eradicator Nova Cannon is these little pipes, or I don't know, buffer pipes maybe. And what this does is when you place the shield on the turret again, it does a nice job of actually keeping the magnet in place. I tried doing this on a battle cannon, and because nothing is holding it in place, this shield ends up pointing, it just goes out in a wild angle, so it's a real shame it didn't work. But just the easiest one, I won't insult anyone's intelligence, actually the Vanquisher battle cannon and the battle cannon. You don't need magnets. You could maybe use blue tack if you want to be super safe, but the tightness of the kit allows it that this can be easily swapped around with no magnets or blue tack required. So definitely don't glue these, because you always want to have the option. Yeah, so that's the easiest one by far, with no magnets required. Right, so onto the Eradicator Nova Cannon and the Exterminator Autocannon. Let's pull this apart to see the magic underneath. Right, so starting with the turret itself, it's held together with 4 magnet sets in various corners. And these are 1mm from Amazon, and these are 2mm. Starting with the bottom of the turret, the easiest thing to do was to drill 2 holes here, which are 1mm, and placing in your 1mm magnets using super glue. And here, using 2mm to give yourself a bit more room for error, is glue these on here. You want to make sure there's a bit of a lip here, so when the lid goes back on, it closes nice and tight. As for the top bit here, you basically have to cut out a fair bit of plastic from this point here and glue in your magnets. Same here. This is a fair bit easier actually, because I actually use the drill to create space and basically ram in there with super glue the magnets there. As I showed before, for the Nova Cannon, drilling a 1mm hole here and a very gentle 1mm hole in the front shield, you then basically slide this little bad boy in, and it stays nice and neat. So as I said, this kit that I've achieved here, I now have the choices between the Eradicator Nova Cannon and the Exterminator Autocannon. If you are going to use any Forge World inspired models, like I've made my own Annihilator twin las cannon, you could basically swap and match as well, because as you can see, you've got the same base for the twin las cannons and also the twin autocannons. And here's a link to kit bashing your own Annihilator kit. Right, onto the Demolisher kit. Obviously, as you can see, you've got the Demolisher cannon, the Executioner plasma cannon, I think it's called, and the Punisher Gatling cannon. Now these obviously can only work amongst themselves. Let's start off with the actual base of it. So you can see the sort of movable turret part. I've glued in a 2mm magnet, and this was done before the kit was put together, obviously. On the corresponding weapon parts, I then placed 2mm magnets in there. What you'll find is in, I think it's this one here, it's actually a flat finish all the way. So basically, you want to chop out as much plastic as required to make that magnet fit. With these two here, once you cut away, it actually exposes sort of an empty area, and you can place the magnets in there. If you go too far deep into the little cavity that's there, don't worry, the magnets will still catch. They're super strong. Otherwise, just put 2 magnets in there and then glue them in place, like I had to do with this one as I went a bit too far. So yep, there you go. So hopefully it's helpful. I didn't do like a tutorial how to do it, just showed you to do it yourself. But please, in the comments, ask me any questions on how I achieve this. We could probably, if you're having heaps trouble, we could reach out to me on Instagram as well with the same username. But yeah, so I really encourage you to always magnetize your kits. You want to have options because, you know, as I can see here, I can now take my PASC with Demolisher Cannon, the Plasma Big Boy, or the Punishing Gatling Cannon, for example. So hopefully it was helpful. If you enjoyed it, please like, any comments in the comments section. I cover everything Astra Militarum, from hobby basics, assembling, kit bashing, painting, and basic tabletop tactics. So if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll chat to you next time. Thanks for watching. See ya.